there's no use denying it. Blockchain is here to stay. This revolutionary technology is slowly but surely changing the world as we know it, and there's no going back. But what exactly is blockchain, and could it be used to create a more sustainable world? Welcome to BlockLink Digital, where everything there is to know about AI, cybersecurity and the blockchain universe is just one click away. We aim to make this information accessible to everyone, regardless of their prior knowledge or experience. So strap on your seatbelts and join us, because we're here to tell you what blockchain technology is all about. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of this exciting technology and learn how it can be utilized to revolutionize the way we, as a species, conduct business. First order of business, what is blockchain technology? In simple terms, blockchain technology is a method used to store completed and ongoing transactions as units of data called blocks, which is where it obviously got its name from. By incorporating blockchain technology into your business, you have the ability to streamline transactions and better protect your assets. Sound too complicated? Let's break it down for you. By using these data blocks, which essentially is just a different name for data storage, you can permanently store vital business information, such as who was involved in a transaction, what type of asset was exchanged, when the transaction occurred, where it took place, how much was exchanged, and even additional information that varies depending on the asset. For example, the expiration dates of various products. These blocks are connected chronologically, forming a long chain of data. If one crumbles, they all do. This process occurs whenever an asset moves from one place to another, or when ownership changes hands. Each individual block is responsible for confirming the exact time and sequence of its respective transaction, and they link together securely to prevent anyone from altering a block or inserting a new block between two existing ones. With each additional block that is added, the entire blockchain becomes stronger and more difficult to tamper with. This makes the ledger of transactions that much more trustworthy, not only for you, but for other members of the network. Blockchain technology is so exciting because, due to its arrival, businesses can finally secure and cost-effectively trade anything of value. The aforementioned qualities of blockchain technology also make it ideal for tracking assets, such as houses, cars, cash, patents, and copyrights, and ensuring the immutability of any and all transactions. Essentially, what this means is that it's very difficult for anybody, such as most governments, greedy corporations, or hackers, to change, interfere with, or fabricate the data stored on the network, as all past transactions can be checked at any time. Moreover, suppose any transaction is somewhat inaccurate. In that case, another transaction must be created to correct the mistake, causing both transactions to be visible. This might not sound like much, but is actually a huge deal. Why? Because the unprecedented security offered by blockchain networks is a game changer, particularly for crypto transactions. After all, crypto is all about safety and trust. Speaking of cryptocurrencies and safety, if you're a curious yet cautious beginner looking to set foot inside this exciting marketplace, or if you're an expert on the subject matter and looking for a place that offers a faster, more streamlined, and infinitely more secure trading environment, you can't go wrong with Crypto.com. Crypto.com is, by far, the world's fastest and most secure crypto exchange website out there, providing you with all the latest analytics and statistics you'll ever need to make the most informed business decisions. Don't just take our word for it. Over 50 million worldwide users have downloaded their mobile app and trust Crypto.com to conduct their business. With more than 250 plus types of cryptocurrencies being bought and sold on their platform each and every day, now's as good a time as any to jump right in and begin investing into your future. If you're interested, check out the link in the description to download the Crypto.com mobile app and give it a go. Now, without further ado, let's get back to the video. Okay, so we've gone over what blockchain is, but how exactly is it helping to create a more sustainable economic world? Here are just a few notable examples. 1. Money security. As we've already mentioned, with blockchain, transactions are incredibly secure. The thing is, just like actual real-world banks, every transaction is accounted for, no matter how small or insignificant. Unlike real banks, however, these transactions can't be tampered with or traced back to you by most standard methods. So, unless the FBI or, God forbid, the CIA is investigating you, you've got nothing to worry about. 2. Ownership. Blockchain can be used to verify ownership of assets, like property or art. This is because blockchain creates a permanent record of ownership that only you have access to. So, if you ever need to sell your property or artwork, you can easily prove that you are the rightful owner. 3. Contracts. Blockchain can also be used to create contracts between businesses, better known as smart contracts. What is a smart contract? Well, think of it as a sort of code that can be used to automate the process of an agreement, so everyone included becomes notified upon its fulfillment without losing time or needing anyone else's involvement. The code within these contracts can either be text-based, like a traditional contract would be, or it can just state the agreement between both parties. For example, the transfer of funds from one person to another. 4. Real estate. Blockchain technology is reinventing the real estate sector by giving rise to innovative, new business models. This is because it can allow users to verify ownership of property, as well as facilitate the creation of all the necessary contracts and transactions required to transmit ownership between users. This, of course, can not only make the process of buying and selling property that much more accessible, but also infinitely more secure as well. It's important not to get too excited and keep in mind that blockchain technology is still new and not many people are using it yet. The first real estate applications of blockchain have been discussed, but we still need to do more development before it becomes practical and useful for everyone. In the future, however, thanks to blockchain technology, we will be able to use smart contracts to rent, purchase, and sell real estate. The pros and cons of blockchain. We've gone over some of the more prominent pros of blockchain technology, such as the incredible security, providing a reliable and permanent record of ownership, and the facilitation of any and all transactions. But what about its cons? Like any form of technology, the blockchain, while incredibly exciting, isn't without disadvantages. Let's name a few for you, shall we? 1. You can't modify or fix incorrect data once it's stored. One downside to blockchain technology is that data, once recorded, cannot be modified easily. To make any changes, the code in all blocks would need to be rewritten, a costly and time-consuming process. 2. Below average speed. Blockchain technology is slower than traditional databases, simply because it performs more operations. First, it verifies signatures, which is done by signing transactions. Then, it also needs a consensus mechanism to validate transactions, meaning some transactions will be placed on hold until tangible proof that the job has been completed becomes apparent. While this certainly plays a crucial role in bolstering security, it comes at the cost of taking considerably longer for some transactions to be accepted. 3. Requires outside expert help to reliably implement. One of the disadvantages of blockchain technology is that it requires in-depth knowledge and expertise from business leaders to successfully manage a project. This often leads to the need for businesses to hire multiple experts in the field, which can be costly. This is because blockchain developers are in high demand these days, and there is a shortage of them at the moment. Should a business be able to find an experienced team of blockchain developers that are suited for the task, this team will probably cost considerably more compared to traditional developers. Also worth mentioning is that business owners not only need to train their existing staff members on how to incorporate blockchain into their workflow, but also ensure that the team understands the business complexities and outcomes of a blockchain-centered business. 4. Somewhat tricky and costly to implement. Requiring expert help aside, blockchain is still more expensive than a traditional database. In order for businesses to properly integrate blockchain into what they do, extensive planning and execution are necessary. 5. High energy costs. Some blockchain solutions require energy-intensive work. We won't go into much detail on why that is, as it's a bit complex and better left for another video. Just know that higher energy consumption is not ideal for today's world, where the global direction has been leaning toward reducing our energy needs to preserve our planet. So, in order to unlock the true potential of blockchain technology and reap its benefits, we need to figure out a solution to the energy problem. So there you go. While blockchain technology is, without question, one of the most innovative and exciting inventions of our time, it's important to remember that it is still in its early stages. This means that there are bound to be a few bumps along the way as we all learn how to best take advantage of its many features. After watching this video, we hope we've helped clear some things up for you. If you have any questions or want to know more, feel free to ask in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the following video. But until then, please remember, take one step at a time and always dream big.